Find divine from that grapevine, my chosen ones. Listen, Poohs. So I heard someone say that when you find your purpose in life, it never benefits you. And this is just for confirmational purposes only, because y'all be knowing. A lot of my divine collective have gone through life knowing that you were something special. Since you were a young one, you knew that there was something different about you. You may not have known exactly where it comes from or what it means by saying there is something special about you or how great, chosen, or divine you were then, but you just knew that you felt different. You knew that you stood out from the rest and you was always on the outside. More than likely felt different, and you probably knew you felt different than others. Was the black sheep considered? People could have probably thought of you as weird at times as you grew, and you probably just went through a whole lot of trauma and misfortune and hardship in life, opposed to the ones that you probably grew up with or the ones that were around you. You was the one who stood out and went through the most. You even knew that you were destined to be something great, like something big. And like I said, you probably didn't know exactly what it was, but you kind of like prepared yourself as a child to probably be something amazing. You know, you probably had much ambition, you had dreams, you had aspirations, you had goals. You knew you were going to be great. You felt it in your body as a child. But as you grew, you realized that everything that you was excited about and imagined just seemed to get further and further away from you. Like you was always going through something. It's like since birth, you came into this world going through something. It's like as you grew, it wasn't getting better. As you grew into a young adult, it wasn't getting better. As you grew, you wasn't getting better, because this is for someone who has experience, someone who's been through some things. It wasn't getting better. A lot of people were against you, but at that time, you weren't awakened enough to realize that they were your enemies, which leaves you in a place of being stuck in the middle of wolves. You were sheep surrounded by wolves. So that means that as these wolves were always around you, draining you of your good energy, that potential that you had, that courage that you had when you were younger, the aspirations that you had, those dreams, that excitement, that good energy, because most of what you went through was caused by a lot of people that were around you, believe it or not. At times, although it seemed like these people were there to help you because they could have been your loved ones and family, results never got better because the help wasn't really sincere. These people probably were calling you crazy behind your back, probably was putting you down and doing all kinds of things to keep you down behind your back. People really do stuff like that. People that you trust be the ones that put you down the most. Those that you were looking up to, those that you were expecting to love you and be there for you and to help you when you needed them the most but left you for dead, were those that you possibly looked up to at times. And if it wasn't the ones that left you for dead, it was just people that you probably felt like judged you after you possibly looked up to them, and they let you down in a sense or in a way. The great part about that is, after you grew over all those insecurities from all of the things that were placed on you in life from those people that was just putting you in ditches and wasn't helping you or supporting you and giving you the right energy to lift you up like they should have, those people have shown you that you were in fact above them. So that's the great part about that, and that's the great part about being as divine as you are. Even though these people that you once looked up to have let you down, they have proven to you that you was always better. I mean, in divinity. Remember, you're different. So even though these people could have possibly taught you something at one point of time, you weren't meant to look up to them. You were meant to learn. Everyone that we encounter plays a big part of our healing and our transformation processes, okay? Even though those people weren't for you, your earthly family, those people that raised you and you grew up with, even though they weren't good to you, they were sent to help you transform as well as sent to stop you. But because you are who you are, they could not stop you. But they sure did put a toll on you. They affected you something tremendously, baby. But that is all right, because purpose is still served. You've reached so many different people already through life, through how you handle and deal with the things that you've been through. And now that you're on the level that you are at now, you know your calling, you know your purpose. Everything's more clearer to you. You can stand more stably. You've healed, you've grown, you've done your work. So now it's time for you to give back more consciously, more aware, more effectively. Although you do not get the love and the care reciprocated back from those people that you touch, know that you have touched many, okay? Do not ever think that your work is in vain, that everything that you went through is in vain, because your struggle was for somebody else's survival. And that's hero status. So only to you does your purpose never benefit you. But for everybody else, it does. It benefits them and it benefits you, because you have so many great rewards in your spiritual inheritance, okay? You are so gifted, talented, and you are blessed. You are needed. You are amazing, okay? You are divine. You are chosen. There's no one like you. There will never be anyone like you. And there are a lot of people who cannot ever reach you and will never reach you. So even though you weren't able to be who you wanted to be or what you thought you were going to be, you're exactly who you're supposed to be. And you're standing in your purpose. And that is exactly what you're supposed to do. So you're right on time and nothing was lacked. Regardless of what it seemed, everything that you went through, you needed the lesson and the tools for today. And all of the work that you've done does serve a great reward. Just wait for it, because you know it and you feel it. So my precious divine, you are so much one of a kind. And you please stay fine, because you come from that grapevine. Don't you ever forget it. I love you guys. Bye.